Hello baby boys and welcome to Creusa Sims. My name is Creusa Darwin, I'm from Strangetown and this is Ranking Unsolved Mysteries of the Sims. So yikes, another video here on CreuRanking. So if you don't know yet, the name is CreuRanking because I'm Creusa and I'm ranking. So yeah, that just makes a lot of sense, I guess. This is actually our season finale of CreuRanking. Okay, so there is 5 episodes per season in every series of the channel. Anyway, this is going to be an award edition, so I guess you guys probably already know the drill, right? Nobel for the best, Oscar for the good ones, the Emmy for the mediocre, the golden raspberry for the bad, and the you're basic to like the trashy ones. And today, the ones are unsolved mysteries of this amazing franchise, okay? So who doesn't love a good mystery? Well, I prefer when they, have an ending, but I think pretty much every single mysteries of this franchise is unsolved till this day, so we can come up with theories and stuff like that. So anyway, let's start it already. And what a start we have here. It is the disappearance of Layla Goth. I mean, this is going straight to Nobel because the impact of this mystery, it remains till this day in our community. You can just like type Layla Goth and see how many videos about it there is still, being made. Because that was a really big part of Sims 2 and even in Sims 3. Well, the thing about this mystery is that it is kind of solved actually because Bella was found dead in Lunar Lakes. So the official storyline is that she was abducted and then somehow she ended up in Strangetown and then later in Lunar Lakes where she lived her life, I guess, and then died. But yeah, not everybody is happy with this conclusion, honestly. I'm one of those who are like not accepting this. Well, we all wish she was brought back to her family and they would get reunited, but that unfortunately did not happen, officially at least. But you can do that in your game, I mean. Anyway, there is still some unanswered questions about her disappearance, such as who was, the person behind it. It was just a coincidence that she was abducted? I don't think so. I mean, it is just iconic. It is probably the most iconic thing actually in the lore of The Sims till this day. So top notch, Nobel 100%. Then we have the case of the alleged twins Lacey and Macy. They are both from what is the word? Right now I'm not recording the word because I haven't played Sims 3 that much, but I guess it is Twin Broke or Riverview, one of these two. Okay, I'm sorry. The thing about these two is that they were both they are pretty much the same sim, but they are not really connected in their family trees. So what everybody assumes is that they were twins. And they were both married to best friends. So the guys that they were married to, they were best friends, in between them. I don't know if that made sense, but anyway. And yeah, they were both killed in a fire, and they are both buried in like strange places. So one of them is buried in a junkyard and the one is buried like in the house of her alleged husband, because that's something that we don't know as well if they were really married to these guys. But the thing is, everybody thinks that they were murdered by some invention that gone wrong, and then they were like buried to be read. I don't know how to say this word, but I guess you guys know the point. So yeah, that's a heavy mystery actually for the franchise. I mean, could you imagine something like that like for Sims 4? I can't, it is a good mystery though. Like, I do like this one. And then we have the Doe family. These guys are creepy as hell. I'm going to place them in Oscar. Probably they are from Midnight Hollow, and there is this cool interview with them that like it is an official interview made by EA, I guess. I don't know how that works. Where they got super nervous when asked about their past life, because they were actually not from Midnight Hollow. They live there now. They weren't in the past, so there is a lot of questions about their past and what is happening. And the real mystery here is that the family bio suggests that their house used to have a basement, but now it's gone. So like, what happened to this basement? You know what I mean? And everybody assumes that, of course, there is murder involved. That's still a good mystery to me, because I think this family looks really cohesive and creepy and a little bit scary as well. I'm always like, imagine what is what happened in this basement. But 100% it was something related to murder, I guess, and I do like this mystery, so I don't know what to tell you. Let's go to the next one. Oh yes, this is the case of Rink, and he was a painter from Riverview, and he was like super famous and doing his arts. And then this guy Billy, he moved to Riverview in order to become Rink's pupil. But then right after he did that, Rink died. He actually disappeared and then was found dead. It was something like that, and he died of starvation, which for storyline purposes is always like super weird, because nobody with money, especially a renowned and famous artist, would die from starvation unless he was driven to death by like being kept as a prisoner. But the thing is, he was rather murdered, and people assume that it was Billy, his pupil. And that is, very deep and dark as well. I'm going to place it, this one, and I'm in between Amy and Oscar, but I do think this is a good storyline. It's just that, I don't know. I'm going to place it into Oscar though, because I do love a good mystery. I don't know what to tell you. I do appreciate this storyline. It is not the best out of the Oscar ones so far, not at all. But it is a good mystery, and I do think Billy was the one behind it. And there is also this theory that says that the house that Billy is living in, it was the house of Rink. So, that is creepy as fuck. So, yes, Oscar worthy. And then we have the mystery of Lolita Goth. And this one is creepy for all the wrong reasons. So, Lolita Goth is a sim buried in the Goth mansion cemetery. But she's not related to the Goth family at all. So, everybody till this day doesn't know who she is. And the thing is, there is this book, a really creepy book, by the way, named Lolita, I guess. I don't know in English, but I think it is the same name. And, there is this man, Vladimir, I guess, and he is like super old, and he is interested in a girl named Lolita. And Lolita till this day is a name related to like younger girls and younger's aesthetic, I don't know. And he kind of fell in love with her or something like creepy as fuck like that. And so some people believe that Lolita was a younger lover of Gunter, and like she died. Maybe she was his ex-wife, we don't know. There's a lot of creepy theories going on, and even this is something that I know because I'm Brazilian. A lot of people don't know that. But the name of Mortimer, in Portuguese, his name is Vladimir. And, that is the name of the book, of the man in the book. So, yeah, this story goes creepy and creepy every step that we go in. So, I'm going to place it into Oscar, because I do think this is a good mystery that, we don't know. We don't have any official answer till this day about who she is, who she was. And there is a lot of things really cool about it. Actually, she had like the childish traits, and like her favorite was kids music, I guess, something like that. I'm not sure right now, but there is a lot of hints that she was intended to be like a Lolita and a lolly girl, which is like super creepy, but at the same time, it could happen in real life. It would be wrong, but it would be the storyline. I don't know if Gunter Goth was that type of man, but I mean, maybe it was his father. We don't know when she died, when she lived. Yeah, that's a good mystery anyway. Then we have Layla Grunt, and Layla Grunt case was that she was married to this aggressive dude, and then they got a divorce, and then she disappeared. Actually, her family members doesn't know that she's dead when the game starts, but yeah, she was killed, and she can be found in Olive's Garden cemetery. And yeah, I mean, probably it is kind of solved though, because Olive Specter was 100% the one behind her death. But because, we don't know exactly what happened, this is a mystery. And even the family members doesn't know what happened. So I'm going to place it, Lila in Oscar. She's part of the big mystery, that happened in Strangetown, like about the murders. And is Olive Specter a serial killer? Everybody, thinks so, but there is no confirmation of that. So she's part of something really big, and even her previous storyline, with her husband being aggressive and dictatorial, and they got a divorce, and then she died. There's a lot of layers to her mystery as well, so that's why she is in Oscar. Well, I love mysteries, as you guys can tell. There is no mediocre ones or bad ones. Then we have Nervous Subject. So officially, Nervous ends up being murdered as well in the Beaker house. Maybe you guys don't know that because it was something exclusive to PlayStation, yes, to the PlayStation version of The Sims 2, but he was murdered. But that's not the mystery here. The mystery is actually who is Nervous' father. And it is 100% the Green Reaper, but there is no, like, again, official confirmation of. So we all know that, we all feel that, but that is like such a cool storyline. Like, I'm so happy that they thought of this, and I'm going to place it into Nobel. I think this is such a cool piece of lore in the game, that we have a sim that is like the son of the Green Reaper. In Portuguese we don't say Green Reaper, we just call him the That. Like, he's the dad, he's the son of the dad. So that's really strong, and I love that. So because of that, he's going to Nobel. Then we have the alleged murder of Pixie Carton. And if you don't know, I guess she's from Twin Brook as well. There's a lot of like creepy dads in Twin Brook. And yeah, she can be found in a urn, like in the middle of a living room in a house of criminals. So she used to be a rich sim, from what I can tell, and she left her inheritance to a cousin, I guess, yes. And yeah, there's a lot of theories because we don't know why she is there. We don't know why she's in the house of someone who is not anyone in this house is her family members, and she's in their house in the living room, and they are criminals. So everybody thinks that she was murdered by Dan, which I think as well. It just makes a lot of sense, right? So we don't know exactly what happened to Pixie Carton, but that's a good mystery as well. There's some heaviness to that, some real life drama going on, because things like that does happen in real life. So I love this one. I'm going to place it into I'm in between Nobel and Oscar, honestly, because I do love the storyline here, even though we don't have a lot to it, like a lot of hints. But I'm going to place it into Oscar, okay? It is not Nobel worthy for me, but it's super close. Then we have the alleged murder of Skippy Broke. He wasn't murdered, I guess, it was an accident, and it could be just an accident, but the mystery begins with the Broke family bio, okay? Because it reads something like he had a suspicious pool accident, and then he died. So because it is suspicious, people assume that he could have been murdered. Is that the way you say it? I don't know. But yeah. Because of that, it is kind of a mystery and it is unsolved. But I'm going to place it into Amy, okay? That's the first like mediocre one, and that's because you know, it is not really a mystery. If you, in my opinion, it was just an accident. Of course, it was just the developers trying to, you know, mock us for killing Sims in the pool. But for me, it is a mediocre one because I don't think anybody killed him, and there is no like evidence. And then the last one is the Tricot family. And oh my god, straight to Nobel, please. Not only the Tricot family, actually, there is only the Tricots here, but there is also Rainiel Ninja. She was also found dead inside of the House of Fallen Trees in downtown. So if you don't know the storyline here, pretty much, there is this family of 8 members, and they were all found dead inside of a creepy haunted house. And yeah, the mystery remains, you know, because we don't know what happened. And Rainiel Ninja was this single girl who moved into the Fallen Trees after the original deaths, and then she was found dead as well. She's not related to the family, and yeah, that's creepy as fuck. So that's a mystery, like who killed them or how they died, we don't know. And I do think this is top-notch mystery, so I love the Tricot family history. And yes, so we end up with 3 Nobels, 6 Oscars, and 1 Emmy. That was a good one, okay? I really enjoyed the mysteries of this franchise. And guys, thank you so much for watching this series. This is our season finale, so I don't know when season 2 is coming, but it is coming at some point. If you guys, you know, enjoy this series, I'll be bringing it back for you 100%. Anyway, thank you for watching again, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope. XOXO, Creusa Darwin!